What's up everyone and welcome to the club. Today we're creating a portrait illustration from Pixar's Elio. Welcome back everyone and thanks for joining me today. For this lesson we'll need a sketch pad and a pencil. I'll begin today's sketch off with this 0.7mm mechanical pencil with a 2B graphite stick, but you're welcome to use whatever you'd like. Let's begin by breaking down our page with some guidelines to help with the balance and symmetry of our drawing. So we start at the very top in the middle. It's going to lightly work our way down using this short lines coming all the way down towards the bottom of our page. Let's move back to the center and draw another line going across from left to right. Now I'm going to place the eyes just underneath the center line, so we want to create a gap in the middle, move over towards the left, draw a straight line coming down. Now I want to take that same distance over towards the right and do the same thing. Bring that down towards the bottom. Now in this area here, we're going to draw a circle for the eye. Just going to define the size first on the left side, going all the way around. Now let's match that circle height on the right side. Let's connect the bottom of the eyes with a straight line. Now from this center point, we're going to draw an oval just to get the volume of the nose. From the tip of the nose, step down, draw a straight line going across the mouth. We're going to stretch this all the way out towards the sides. Let's go back to the outside of the eyes, draw a straight line coming down towards that mouth line. Now we want to connect these ends with a curve for the mouth, coming down, go across, and then back up. From the outside of the eye, we're going to step out, draw a straight line coming down the side of the head. Now let's measure that same distance over towards the right and do the same thing. Now I want to add a little bit more shape to the head. So just on the left side, curve the cheek going out. Now I'm going to bring this down underneath the mouth. Do the same thing on the right, starting from the eye line, going all the way around, and then bending that in. Let's add a guideline for the eyebrows. Starting on this line on the left side, we're going to bend the eyebrows going up in the middle, go across, and then bend that back down towards the right. Now we're going to go thicker, going up in the middle, go across, and then down. Let's add in the ears. Starting from this point, curve the ear going all the way around, and just bring that in towards that mouth line. Do the same thing on the right. Now this character has a big pasta strainer sitting on top of his head with a slight angle. So we start from this point, bend this out and then down, curve this across just up above the eyebrows, going out towards the right, just smooth that out. Now on the end, we're just going to curve this around and then back in towards the side of the head. And we'll do the same thing on the left. Now we're going to connect the ends of the large half circle. Go all the way up towards the top, and then bring that back down. Along the center of this curve, we're going to draw the base of that strainer. Draw two angled lines going up, just kind of aiming towards the center point, and then just round up the top. Now there's these light bulb ends that stick out from the sides. Let's start up here. We're going to sketch out a circle. Just rough this in. Let's locate the top one right about here. Just going to draw an oval. And then on the side, we're going to draw a little rectangle poking out and flatten that off. Let's go to the side here, do the same thing. Let's go down and just draw on the shoulders. We're going to bend this out and then down towards the side. And the inside, bend this down and then out. Just going to add the collar in the middle. Now with our rough sketch in place, we're going to go back and clean this up by erasing some of these guidelines. And once we finish cleaning up our drawing, I'm going to go back and start adding a second level of detail. So let's start with the eyes. We're starting to refine the shape, going up towards the top of the eyelid. I'm still lightly sketching this in. I'm just going to darken up the top of the eyelid. So going a little bit thicker. I'm just going to roughly shade that in. Let's do the same thing on the right. Now with the iris and pupil, we're going to draw a circle on the top. I'm going to get the right size first, so right here. Just going to lightly sketch that in, and do the same thing on the right. Just going to pull this towards the inside a little bit. And then in the center, lightly sketch out a smaller circle for the pupil. And then on the bottom right, add a small circle for a highlight. And then we can go back and just darken that up. the shade in the inside of the pupil going around that highlight. I'm just going to lightly shade in the bottom and then fade that up. So at this stage, we're just blocking out our tones. I'm just going to add a fold across the top of the nose, going to shade that in, move down towards the bottom, and add some detail for the nostrils. Now let's separate the eyebrows with a curve on both sides. Just going to darken that up, and again, just refine the shape, and just tuck that up underneath. Just going to lightly shade in the eyebrows. Just adding a little bit of shading across the side edge of the nose bridge, coming down. Now, in this volume of the mouth, we just want to add some more shape. So we're going to just dip this down in the middle, go up a little bit higher on the left side, and then round out the corner of the mouth. I'm just going to add a guideline for the teeth going across the top. Let's separate this in half. Just going to split this out and add a little bit of definition to the teeth. Just add the edge of the bottom teeth. It's going to lightly shade the inside of the mouth. Now I'm just going to work my way around the outside perimeter of the head. Just going to bring some of the hair coming down. Now I'm going to shade the inside of the strainer, coming in towards the head. Just pushing this all into shadow. Also add a little bit of hair along the side of the head. Just add a thick edge across the bottom. And then it's going to roughly add a handle on the sides. Now I'm going to roughly layer in some more details across the top with some wires. And then with these areas, we're just going to add some more detail. Just going to separate this, and just adding a little bit more shape to the outside. And once I'm happy with the general proportions, I'm going to go in with my darker pencil. This is my 0.9 millimeter. I'm going to start adding some more contrast. And again, continue with the detail around the eyes. So start up here. Just clean up our lines. Now before I go any further, I'm just going to go back and just lightly do another cleanup before I add some more shading. Just going to add a light shadow just underneath the eyes. I want this to be soft, so I'm just going to soften out the edges and then fade that down. Also adding a little bit of a shadow just underneath the nose. Now with the top of the head, we're just going to roughen the detail. I don't need to get too detailed with this or spend too much time getting everything in. But we just want to get the impression of volume. So with these pegs, I'm just going to start from the outside. Adding the little ridges. And adding a little bit of thickness to the wires. I'm just going to add that texture of circles and holes inside. So I'm just going from left to right and just alternating these. And again, we're just roughing these in. And now I'm going to move to the side edge of my 2mm pencil and start adding some light shadows. So we start from the very top and work our way down. So we're just adding a little bit of reflection to that centerpiece. And now this is going to cast a shadow across the top of the head. It's going to darken the top and then fade that down. As we get closer to the end, we're just going to tighten up our shadows and detail, and always be sure to sign our artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Elio. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please be sure to subscribe for more videos each week where I'll show you how to draw different portraits just like this. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.